Okay, so I just want to go through the app, um, walk through the screen so you sort of see how it works, and go from there. The only, yeah, so let's just go through it for now. I'll then, as we go through, I'm going to point out things that are obviously missing, still need to be done, designs that maybe need to be done. So first, log into the app, come to the main screen here. I'm not quite sure what's going to pop up here. I know there's some modal, but you can give it to me. It's not really, there's not really that technical in popping the screen up. I just need to know what you want to look like on here. There are three things here, but when you initially log in, you can either log in or you can send a toe tag, at which page you would create an account, which I think that would be the most normalist way of doing it. So just show you the login screen. Again, I didn't have a design for the login screen, so I've just got the general gist of it here. I'm not sure whether we need register, because you sort of do it anyway, but there would be a registration screen in any case. Forgot your password. This is not linked into anything at the moment, so when you do set a password, don't forget it or don't log out. So I'm not going to log in a minute. I'll show that in due course. So main thing is send a toe tag. I've only actually got the heart shape in the design, so you actually can only choose a heart shape at the moment. There's maths involved in figuring out this area, which we can come to. Likewise, the measurement, that will give another pop-up as on there. So let's confirm a shape. You can either select here, or we can scroll along to get the one we want. This obviously will be the animated one. So we can either choose a message here, or go straight to type your message. Now we just choose a message. As you see, this is coming into here. It doesn't spin, again, because I don't know what the back of the image is supposed to look like, but I mean, we can animate that to spin. This is probably something you're going to want to have a look at. Basically, I have to create the text straight. I then need to rotate it. So we'll need to look at that for each shape. I think we're probably just going to need maths for each shape on there. Then go to recipient's details here. There is validation, so if you try and put things in that you haven't got. And again, sender's details. Now, this is the point at which the account's going to be created. Maybe it's not that immediately obvious, but this is obviously something you can discuss when you've got the build in front of you on here. Also, we're presuming an account will be created, so you're going to ask for a password. So there might just need to be some instruction here to explain why this screen is like it is. So I'm going to put my details in. This is going to be a simulated payment screen, partially because until we get the templates done for WorldPay, it's going to look particularly rubbish. But essentially here you're just going to see embedded into the screen the WorldPay app. And we'll presume that you've gone through payment and done it. That will get added over the next few days, and I'll put a new build in for that. You will need to use test card details for it. So we get back to this point here. We've put all the information in, they're ready to send, we've got confirmation that they can pay. So this will simulate the whole thing being set up. We're going to process. So this is now going off to the back end server, setting up the accounts, setting up the tags. It will then obviously, when finished, it will send off the whole chain of events for getting it delivered. As we can see here, that's what's been sent. So you'll see here, welcome back, Craig, now, so you don't need to log in. There's an account screen. Again, I need a little bit of design for the images and stuff. The user can update their information here by clicking save. And they've got one person in the address book, and that will obviously build up. they've also got my tags on here. So whilst we're logged in on here, I just want to send another tag. Send a green one this time. Just type a message. The other thing I've noticed in the design as well is it never really indicates how much they're going to be charged. So you might want to think about adding that in. So sender's details this time, this is the actual account information. In actual fact, it's exactly the same information as you'd see here. There it would be, again, if they're going to start changing email addresses and too much of this information, we just want to consider whether that's okay and whether that's what you want. But again, you'll see it. Go to payment. That's obviously sent over there. Done. Goes back to here. Now if we go to my address book, you'll see the 2 addresses in there, plus you'll see 2 tags. So obviously this is designed to, as we add the tags in, we can go from there. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove the app off the phone and then show you how you would then re-replicate all of this just by re-logging in. Okay, so I've now deleted the app from the phone here and it's now being reinstalled. Obviously here we can't access it because it's a new installation. So to do that, we can log in. And we'll see, we have everything back here. So we have tags, my details, my address book. So it won't really matter. As soon as order has been processed, that information is now saved on the server. They could log in. They could log in on an Android device or an iOS device or what have you. And they'll have the welcome message on here. Probably need to add a logout button. Not a big issue to do, but currently you can't log out. You'd have to delete the app and start again. So that's essentially the functionality that incorporates the designs that I've got. As you'll see, they're probably missing things. I think the main thing is obviously to check we're happy with the process. Bear in mind, this is the designs have come in sort of iPhone 8 format, so I don't know, it might look a bit weird on smaller devices and iPads. So where possible, test on here. We can sort all that out, but you don't want to be sorting out. You don't want to be like fine-tuning it for smaller devices if you're going to make any changes to the design. So we'll get it working 100% on here, so we're not going to change it, and then I can make all the modifications so it works correctly on the smaller and larger device types.